Okay, confession time. Every December, I sit down with my planner, a highlighter, and a big old dream. And within 20 minutes, I'm crying into my iced tea, wondering, did I even use my 2024 planner? Or did I just buy it because it was pink and had glitter on it? If that's you, if you've ever looked at a new year with mix of hope, excitement, and Lord, please don't let it be like last year, this episode is for you. Because today we're talking about how to set up and step up into a new season with faith, focus, and fun without dragging last year's failure or fear with you.
Welcome to the Thrive by Grace podcast, a space for faith-driven women who long to rise above the noise, grow in their true identity, and build lives filled with purpose and freedom. Your host, Tina, knows what it's like to walk through storms and still believe for more. That's why here, the conversation is about faith, family, and living a life that thrives, not by striving, but by God's grace. If you're ready to be encouraged, equipped, and empowered to step boldly into your calling, then you found your place. Now, let's dive in.
Before we dive in, I want to invite you to join my Thrive Insiders group, because starting fresh is easier when you don't do it alone. When you join, you'll get access to our private Facebook group where we pray, plan, and laugh together, my free 7-day devotional, and my weekly Thrive Notes newsletter full of faith, motivation, and marketing tips to help you thrive in business and life. It's free, fun, and full of grace at thrivebygracedigital.com/insider. All right, let's talk about letting go of what was and stepping boldly into what is. Let's just say it. We put way too much pressure on January. We think this is the year I'll finally get organized, eat better, wake up early, and read the whole Bible. Maybe in Hebrew this time. And by January 12th, we're already praying for grace and carbs. Here's the truth. God doesn't do his best work by calendar years. He moves by seasons. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven." That means your timeline doesn't have to match everyone else's. You're not late. You're right on time for your chapter. Let's take a moment to reflect, not regret. Because every year teaches you something, even the hard ones. Last year, I learned that slower isn't failure, peace is more productive than panic, and God can grow things in silence that applause could never touch. If you're ending a season that felt dry or disappointing, don't bury it, plant it. Because what looks dead to you might just be dormant to God. All right, here's how we're going to step into this next chapter with focus and faith. Number 1, release what didn't work. Not everything that was good last year needs to go with you into this new year. Some things were seasonal assignments. Thank them, bless them, and move on. Number 2, refocus on what matters. Ask yourself, what's my mission this year? Not what's my resolution. Mission gives direction. Resolutions give pressure. And step 3, rebuild with God at the center. Make every plan a partnership. Before you post, plan, or purchase another notebook, pray. Ask, Lord, what's our goal this year? Okay, quick story. A few years ago, I made a vision board that was supposed to manifest my best year ever. It had a beach house, a new car, and a quote that said, "You are unstoppable." Well, 6 months later, my car broke down, I canceled the beach trip, and the only thing unstoppable was my Amazon delivery driver. But that year, I actually grew more spiritually than any year before. Because sometimes God doesn't give you what's on the board. He gives you what builds your heart. So, you can't have focus without faith. Faith tells you why you're doing it. Focus tells you how to stay on it. You need both because your calling will always attract distractions. When doubt says, you can't do this, faith says, watch what God does through me. And when fear whispers, what if you fail? Focus answers, what if I don't? This year, you're not shrinking back. We're walking in bold, joyful, iced tea sipping obedience. Before you set one more goal, pause and pray this simple prayer. Lord, make my steps clear, my heart soft, and my focus strong. If it's not from you, don't let it stick. And if it is from you, give me courage to see it through. That prayer has saved me from chasing things that looked good but weren't God. Because faith without direction is exhaustion. Faith with focus, now that's divine momentum. Here's the shift I want you to carry. Stop saying, new year, new me. Start saying, same me, more surrendered. Because God doesn't need a new you to do something new. He just needs a willing you. So step into this year with open hands and full faith, ready to see what He's been preparing all along. All right, friend, that's your reminder that this year doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be purposeful. If you want support as you plan your faith, goals, and business, come hang out with me inside Thrive Insiders. That's where we're dreaming, praying, and building this next chapter together. ThriveByGraceDigital.com/insider. Let's make this year the one where faith leads, fear leaves, and grace carries you every step of the way.
Thank you for listening to Thrive by Grace podcast. We pray today's episode brought you hope, strength, and practical steps to live out your calling. If you loved what you heard, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this show with a friend who needs encouragement. And don't forget to join our free Thrive by Grace Facebook community, where women grow together in faith and purpose. Until next time, remember this truth: you were made to thrive by His grace.